Hi everyone, today I am going to talk about UPSC CMS versus NEET PG, what to choose and why to choose. I will be covering demerits and merits of both UPSC CMS and NEET PG. So let's start. Okay, first important point is that when you clear UPSC CMS, then no further study is needed. Directly you are given a job. But in case of NEET PG, you have to study for 3 more years to finish your degree. But benefit of that is that after MBBS, MD or MS or DNB is added in front of your name. But in UPSC CMS, you will be plain MBBS if you join plain MBBS and you don't prefer to study further. So you will be remaining plain MBBS, while in NEET PG, MD, MS or DNB is going to be added in front of your name. Third point is about the salary. In UPSC CMS, your salary is fixed. Like if it is 1 lakh plus or 1,10,000, then you will be getting 1,10,000 only. But in case of NEET PG, if you complete your PG, then after that you can earn as much as you can depending on how much you work. Fourth point is about the private practice. In case of UPSC CMS, no private practice is allowed. After clearing the NEET PG and completing your degrees, you can join as an associate professor assistant in the government hospitals, as well as you can do the private practice also. So that benefit is case of NEET PG, not in the UPSC CMS. Fifth is about the fame in the city in which you work or in which you practice. In case of UPSC CMS, no fame is there. You will be limited to a specific hospital or the clinic which you will be working. But in case of after completing your degree, if you do private practice or in a government hospital, then you have a fame in that city. Sixth point is that in the UPSC CMS, your job security is there. Your permanent job is there, so don't have to worry about the future, that where to settle after completing the degree. But in case of NEET PG, after finishing the degree, you have to again start from the scratch, where to settle, and you have to search for the job, and there's no job security. Next point is there is no guarantee in case of UPSC CMS that where you are going to be settled up. Like they can give you any city or any state and you have to work there only. After few time you can get transfers to the specific place if there is a vacancy. But in case of after completing the degree, you can settle where you want, in the hometown or anywhere you can. You have that option to choose after completing the degree, but not in the case of UPSC CMS. You have to work there only where they provide you to work. In case of UPSC CMS, you have to work in the state or city which government allocates you, not of your preference where you want to go. Next point is in UPSC CMS, if you join after completing your MBBS and if you have any kind of state bond pending, then they don't consider it and they do not permit you leave for that. So you have to pay that bond to that state or something. But in case of NEET PG, if you do, then they give you after degree you can finish your bond. The next point is there is minimum workload in the case of UPSC CMS. You have a fixed work time job from 9 to 5 or 9 to 3, depends on which cadre you have chosen. But in case of NEET PG, if you do PG during that time also and after that also in future, you have your time is not fixed. You have to work for 48 to 72 hours and there's a hectic life even after completing the PG. So that personal time or the family time you want, that is easily available in the case of UPSC CMS. But in the case of NEET PG, after completing the degrees also or during degrees completion, you are going to have the hectic life. Next point is about the work satisfaction. Work satisfaction, if you are joining after plain MBBS, then you are not going to have that in the case of UPSC CMS. But if you are doing a postgraduate degree, you are going to have your work satisfaction. So for work satisfaction, you should go for the NEET PG. But if you want a plain simple office time life like from 9 to 3, then UPSC CMS is best. But if you have a specific branch in your mind, if you have a specific passion in something, in any kind of branch, then you should definitely go for the NEET PG. UPSC CMS is not at all a choice for you. Now next point is that in UPSC CMS there is early settlement without investment, but during degrees, after the completion of degree, you have to establish yourself, there will be no campus placement or anything, so you have to work harder to settle up. But in the case of UPSC CMS, directly you can settle up and that's a permanent job. Next is that if you talk about the competition, then in UPSC CMS competition is easy as compared to the NEET PG, but paper is not easy. You have to study for that also. It's not that cracking the exam is easy. You have to study the same syllabus, but in the case of syllabus in UPSC CMS, you just have to study the pre-final and the final year, but for the NEET PG you have to study first year and second year subjects also. So that is a benefit in case of UPSC CMS, that syllabus is half and there is competition is easy as compared to the NEET PG. And the most important point is that if you join plain MBBS in case of UPSC CMS, then it's a very rare chances that you would like to study further and would like to pursue the PG courses. So there's a chances that you will be remaining plain MBBS, but in case of NEET PG, you will be having the MD in front of your name, and that creates a difference because you are going to have a specific knowledge of any one subject, so you can treat patients easily. But in case of plain MBBS, you will be having only the basic knowledge about everything, but you will not be having a deep knowledge about any one subject also, so that is not going to provide you a work satisfaction. So in a nutshell, if I summarize up, then if you want an easy lifestyle and with holidays, with no much workload, and don't want to study further and want to settle early, then UPSC CMS is good. But if you have a passion about any branch, or if you want to earn as much as you can, and you want that you should have a fame in that city and want to add your further degrees in front of your name, then you should go for the NEET PG. UPSC CMS is not at all a choice for you all. So I hope I have helped you in summarizing some points about the UPSC CMS and NEET PG. So do like and subscribe my channel so I can make further informative videos for you all. Thank you.